Hello. Welcome to what I've been playing and collecting. Uh, and as usual, it's weekly. Alright, so playing wise, I haven't done much besides level up Pokemon and evolve them. It's taking forever because they take forever to level up and evolve. I don't know if it's because the way that they've changed the leveling mechanics or what, but I feel like I get less experience the higher the level of the Pokemon on my team, which just isn't fair. I feel like in the older games it was more consistent than this new Legends ZA game. I don't know for certain because it's not like I sat there and added up the numbers, but I feel like there's less experience being dished out if I don't have at least one low level Pokemon on the team. And I'm just like, I don't understand this. It's because you need experience to level up, but they barely give it to you if they're a high level. Which is stupid because you need more experience points the higher the level of the Pokemon. Like, it used to be consistent. It used to be like a Pokemon would give you, like, you beat a Pidgey, you get 5 experience points, you know? Because it was like level 3 Pidgey or whatever. You go to another area, you beat the Pidgeotto up. It was like, I don't know. I don't remember the levels of these Pokemon. Let's just say 25. You went and zapped the level 25 Pidgeotto, it gave you 1,000 because it was a higher level. So you'd go around beating up birds. Seriously, that was the thing back in the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance. Where it was like this area with a bunch of bird trainers. You'd just be like, I'm just gonna beat Snarl them for a few times. You just get the little thing and go doo doo doo, and then they'd be like, yeah, let's battle, and you'd be like, yep, you're all dead. You do the same thing to the bug trainers, but it was just like, oh, thanks for experience. You're stupid, done. I think what the game wants you to do is the battle thing, and where you face other trainers specifically each time, and each night you get experience for doing that. Problem with that is that their levels are inconsistent, so it's hard to tell if I'm actually strong enough to face those trainers. Because I don't want to lose, because that's stupid. And it just doesn't seem fair of the game. The other games used to be consistent with like what level the Pokemon you're fighting are. You didn't have to kind of guess, I don't know, is this one of the over leveled trainers or is this one of the normal ones? That's something that they introduced in the newer games, and it's not very nice, to say the least. Okay. Other thing I did was I worked more on that Lego ship. You can kind of see the bag sitting on it right now. You can see some of the ship. I'm on bag 5 of 10, so I've made progress. Just not a lot of progress. It takes a while, and I have to have my patience in order to do that. Okay. Before I go over the games I got, I'm going to go ahead and share the other things I got, because I only got like 2 other things this week that are not games. Even though they're not game related, I thought they were kind of cool. I got this Cozy Core Christmas coloring book. There's a store where I live. I don't know if it's like how many places have this store, but it's called Ollie's, OLLIE apostrophe S, and their like thing is good stuff cheap. So I went ahead and got this. This was only $4. I was like, yeah, you know what? It's cute, and I want to check out one of these books. So I've been curious about them. I keep seeing them like popping up on Amazon, and I'm like, I don't know anything about these books. I definitely like the cute aesthetic, and I don't have a lot of Christmas books, so I got that. This I'm more familiar with, pop manga, Beauties and Beasties. I have other books in this series. Not that I remember which ones off the top of my head. But I didn't have this one, so I went ahead and got it. So yeah, this one, it tells you it retails for $16.99. I've seen it listed for more than that, but it also was just $4. And it's definitely more the kind of thing that I would go for because, I mean, like, look at this. She has bunnies with her, and that's just. I love bunnies. I'm not sure what the deal with the other creature is. I don't know. Capybara? I don't know. Let's see. Fishy's frog. Alright, here we go. Some more cuteness. Got a little, I don't know, ram sheepy. And some kittiness. Definitely the kind of thing that I could see myself just losing hours into coloring just because of like how detailed some of the stuff is. Try to see like good example of like what I mean. Alright, so like a lot of times like these pages are the kind of pages that I will lose hours just trying to color in every little thing because there's like, feathers in the air from like the bird. And then you got like a kitty jumping on her foot, and you got another kitty that's over on the other side whacking its tail. And you got these like puppy kitty looking creatures. I'm not sure. Like this one might be a fox or a wolf. I'm not sure. This might be like a puppy. It could be a cat. It got a big old bushy tail. And the girls have cat ears too. And they each have their own little unique outfit on. So, it's definitely one of those things that I would spend hours getting into. And that's just the sort of thing I do. So, trying to remember which ones I have. Let's see. I have one that's glow in the dark. And I know I have one that's like the original in the series. It's just like pop manga. I think it might just say pop manga on it. I'm not sure if it has a subtitle. But I do know one of the ones I have is glow in the dark. And it specifically has pages with glow in the dark stuff on them. And you can't really color on the glow in the dark. You get color around it. So that's fun. I like having coloring stuff to do. Even though I don't really need it. I have plenty to color still in my room. That I've not gotten around to. But whatever. On to the games. So we're going to start with the newest ones, I guess. Yeah, they're kind of up top here. So these two I got off of Amazon. The rest of my games I got through Video Games Plus. So we're just going to start with Amazon. So this was the newest one that came. The Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. These Ks. I tell you, they like to tease you. It straight up tells you on the back. It's like it has 1, 2, 3, and 4, and many more. Like many more. Could we be more vague? It has other games in it, I believe. I've not actually looked into the list of what games it has. But it does have games from the arcade, the home consoles, and the handhelds. It specifically says so. Despite it not having a list of what games are actually in it, I do know, at least for this system, the Switch and the Switch 2 copies, 4 has to be downloaded separately. Which is kind of stupid, but whatever. So I don't know. It doesn't say if this is a game key card on the box. There was a paper box on it that I got rid of because it was on my nerve. I don't know. I think it might actually have the games on the cartridge. Because it doesn't specifically call it a game key card like other ones do. Because other ones, it'll be like down here or somewhere in this nonsensical text. But they generally always make sure to put a thing down here telling you, game key card. It doesn't actually say that. So, I think it actually has the games on it except for 4. Yeah, that is my understanding of it. This actually has the games on it, except for 4. 4 has to be downloaded, which is dumb. Because the disc ones, if you got it on the PS5, or I think it was also on Xbox Series, don't quote me on that, I'm not looking it up. You didn't have to download the game separately. I've not actually downloaded it, because I'm not playing it. Alright. The other one I got from Amazon, was Final Fantasy IX. Try to get this to quit being all shine blur here. So yeah, just says Final Fantasy IX on it. So I don't know if it's actually like a remaster of any sort. I think it's just been like digitally upgraded, if you will, because it has game boosters with the high speed and no encounter mode options, your autosave, and then of course the high definition movies and character models, which they still, pretty much look the same, but they took away some of the pixel blockiness, I guess you could say. They smoothed it out. And as you can tell, there's a little on my case. You can kind of tell I'm fiddling with it. I need to leave it alone. Amazon shipped this in a box with something else, and it just scratched the hell out of my case. Which is annoying, because it's a brand new game. Like Amazon for you. This one was shipped stupid too, but it had a paper case on it, so I just threw the paper case away. I was like, well, at least only the paper got damaged. Now, these guys know what they're doing when it comes to packaging, and I think I'm going to start using Video Games Plus and PNP games a whole lot more in the coming year. It's something that I was kind of slowly going into because I wasn't sure how they would ship stuff, and I've come to the conclusion they know what they're doing. They ship all the stuff. It all had saran wrap plastic on it, or whatever you want to call it. They were all brand new games. Even the ones that were on sale came in brand new packaging that I got to take the plastic off of, and none of it is even remotely scratched or damaged or anything. Plus, they gave me a cute little sticker of a kitty with a little Christmas hat. I would show you it, but I put it away because I'm stupid. Just trust me. If you live in, I believe it's only USA and Canada, but if you live in USA or Canada, Video Games Plus or PNP games, definitely. These are all from Video Games Plus. So this is the only one I paid full price for because I pre-ordered it. So it's Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered Twin Pack. This is the North American release. This has existed before in multi-language, but this is the first time that you're going to get this in the corner instead of over here being a Japanese thing. So this Switch cartridge has Final Fantasy VII on it and Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. They call it Remastered, and like I said with the other one, I don't know what makes it remastered per se. I'm not sure that 7's remastered either. So this one, I don't think it actually tells you. Let's see. Final Fantasy VII comes to Nintendo Switch with several extra helpful features. Great description. Thanks again. Let's see. Final Fantasy VIII returns on Switch with enhanced visuals and modern features. So they don't tell you on this particular game. And there is no booklet, obviously. There's just an advertisement for this, which I am pre-ordered for because I do want to have it on Switch too. Mainly because I don't technically own the Yuffie episode, because when I had bought it, I didn't realize on the PS5, if you didn't buy it new, you didn't get the Yuffie code. It's actually going to be included in the game this time. So I don't know if it's going to be actually, like, I think, yeah, it's a game key card, so it downloads it. But I'll technically own the Yuffie DLC, and that just makes me feel better. Because I don't mind downloading Final Fantasy VII Remake. I mind not technically owning the DLC. Alright. On to other games. I already own Cupid Parasite, so I finally got the sequel to it so that I can play them back to back whenever I get around to it. So this one is Sweet and Spicy Darling. Actually, I gotta read it. I'm like, Anyway, the back of it tells you a little brief. Tells you names of each of the characters and has like a little quote from each of them. It tells you now a new chapter commences. Can they survive unforeseen challenges? And there's little images that kind of tease the game. It looks like kind of like a wedding vibes. I'm fine with that. That's kind of cute. And then there's a reverse cover art that shows all the guys as well. So I thought that was nice. It's a visual novel. I definitely enjoy reading visual novels. This is another one. This is a unique visual novel, the Aichu Chibi edition. So it's Chibi edition because I guess when they're on stage they're chibi. That's my only understanding of it. I don't know of another edition of the game unless it was digital only. I wanted a physical copy, obviously. So this game is kind of a visual novel, but it's also a rhythm game. It's primarily a rhythm game. So there's a lot of reading involved because, like, they do show that. There is blah, 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 blah. But you are guiding 32 idols towards their ultimate debut by playing rhythm action games to unlock characters and create your own groups, follow their journeys through the main story, and support them through their struggles. So that is kind of what they're showing here by showing there's A, B, and left and down for that particular song, I guess. I'm guessing each song has like its own button set up, or maybe all of them are those buttons. I don't care. My main interest was there's a character has a bunny, which I love. And they just keep showing these same 3 characters, so I'm guessing these are like our main characters. Because there they are with the bunny again and again. And they're different outfits for them, so I was like, okay. I thought it was nice to get something that was like not straight up like romance. This one's like they want to sing, yeah. And I was like, hey, I can get behind a good rhythm game. I actually enjoy them, even the ones I'm not good at, like the Theat Rhythm series. I'm not very good at it, but I'm persistent. I might have yet to finish Final Bar Line, mainly because I keep adding stuff. But outside of the fact that so much stuff kept getting added to Final Bar Line that I never finished it, I have actually beat the 2 handheld titles that came out before that. The Final Fantasy Theat Rhythms and Theat Rhythm Curtain Call. I didn't complete them because I lost my patience, but I beat them. Alright, so, I don't want YouTube to, like, smack me with some kind of cease and desist, so I'm not gonna show the extra art stuff. I feel like YouTube will be like, that's inappropriate, go away. But, Gal Guardians, Servants of the Dark, for PlayStation 5. This is a follow-up to the other game, which I own also. Forgot the name of it, my brain. Whoop. Anyways, it tells you on the back that it has exclusive artwork inside, which it does. There are little... This one's probably the only tasteful one that I could... I guess there's a few tasteful ones I can get away with. So, like, there's, Girls, I don't know, doing the thing. And whatever's going on there. It's not really provocative, but I've seen YouTube censor this type of thing. This one's definitely inappropriate. Oh, Demon Purge, because here's the advertisement. Boop. So that's the one that I already own. I can't show you the reverse art of this, because it definitely would be YouTube flagged for what's being shown. It's nothing like overboard. I'd say it's like ecchi at best. For people who know what the hell I'm talking about. But YouTube's funky. Alright. Here's a unique visual novel. It's called Song of Memories. So this one's like dark. That's what got my interest. So, find true love before the apocalypse strikes. Slay monsters in rhythm action battles. Your actions determine the fate of mankind. So it has some rhythm action battles, whatever that means. Outside of the fact I have no clue what that is. I like the idea of this. It's like apocalypse stuff going on. What I was reading online implied that maybe there's like a disease or something. Some, not necessarily zombies, but maybe. I was like, you know what? That's a unique take on stuff. We got like this dark motive. People are dying and disappearing and stuff. And, you know, you don't wanna you don't wanna be one of the dead ones. And you can try to keep these girls alive, I guess. Not really sure exactly the full extent of that. But it's definitely a unique visual novel. And like I said, since it has rhythm action battles, that means that there's something besides choosing the right conversation topics, basically. Okay, so I don't physically own Steins Gate Elite. I have it digitally on the PlayStation 3. I might buy it physically on the Switch someday. I don't know. But I did want to go ahead. I did want to go ahead. Wow. It was on sale, so I wanted to get it. Steins Gate Zero. So this one is a new story in the Steins Gate series. And straight up, that's what it tells you. So, they made it a series. I feel like this is like the second one, so I'm not sure why they call it a series other than because Elite is kind of... I guess Elite's kind of like two games in one, but they never released it separately. Anyways, there's other titles. There's a spin-off, My Darling's Embrace. And then there's another one. I've only seen it digitally. It's called a Faded Paradigm, and I'm not sure what the deal with that is either. I do like the fact that somebody who doesn't know English very well wrote on the back of this, your favorite characters return alongside a brand cast. A brand cast. I think they meant to say brand new cast. But okay. I'm not crazy about brand new cast. I'd rather it be returning voices. So I'm not sure how that will feel. That might be weird. Because it's like you're gonna have my favorite characters return, but it's a brand new cast? I don't know. That sounds weird to me. Unless they're saying that the new characters that are introduced in this one will be the new ones. I don't know. They didn't really make sense. Yeah. I like the fact that it's another installment in that series, and I was like, I like that. I'm interested. It's definitely like a unique visual novel. It's about solving mysteries and stuff. And then I didn't have physical of this. I have it digitally, but I wanted to go ahead and get it physically. Super Neptunia RPG. I like RPGs, obviously, and now I got it in my Neptunia series collection. I'm not sure what all I'm missing with the Neptunias. I think I'm just missing the VR game, which I'm not sure I'm gonna bother with. I think I'm just gonna stick with the digital copy I have that's not VR. Um, because it came out as both, just a game, and it came out as VR. I'm like, I think I'll just stick with that as the game. I don't know. There might be like one other title that's like a spin-off title because it's like them versus something or cross something. And I think that's about it. So I think I have the majority of them. Like the main titles were worth getting. There's just like a few side ones that I'm like, I don't know that I have it, and I'm not sure that I'm gonna bother with it. Because they're side and they're not as important, they're a little bit harder to find. But if I do see them for a reasonable price on either like Video Games Plus or PNP Games, I'll probably get it. I have not seen them though, so I'm guessing that they're just kind of not in supply right now, or they don't have a physical version. That's always a possibility. So those are games I got this week. I mainly just been playing Pokemon this week. Uh, that was pretty much it for the week, but that took actually a decent amount of time. Uh, I'm I'm not sure I'm gonna get a lot more um things besides Christmas gifts for the rest of the year. Um, I did get games digitally because I wanted to take advantage of sales. The one game I did get digitally that I didn't get on sale was I got the Silk Song. I finally got Hollow Knight Silk Song because I have Hollow Knight digitally, but I didn't have Silk Song, and I was like, oh, Silk Song looks like I would enjoy it. So I went ahead and got that and upgraded it to the Switch 2 version. So I did that digitally. And then I got the Ace Attorney games I didn't have digitally. I went ahead and grabbed them digitally. So I already have. Okay, what is the name of it? Yeah, I have Apollo Justice Ace Attorney and the other two games that are part of the Apollo Justice trilogy all on my 3DS digitally. I managed to get them before that eShop closed down. So I didn't need to get them. So I got the Ace Attorney Investigations collection. I got the what's it called? Phoenix Wright or something like that. Is it called the Phoenix Wright trilogy? I'm looking it up. The Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. And then I'm not sure if it's really part of the same series or if it's just kind of a spin-off. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. It's the same play style, but slightly different-ish. Speaking of sales, I got Mortal Kombat 11 Ultimate because I was like, you know what? Go ahead and grab that while that's on sale. What was the other game that I got that was on sale? I know there was something else I got that was on sale, but I just cannot remember off the top of my head what game it was. Trying to look real quick here through my list because like a lot of these I already had. So I did get the Atelier Mysterious Trilogy Deluxe Pack, which is 3 games. You get Fierce, Sophie, and Liddy and Suelle. I got Atelier Eska and Logi Alchemist in the Dust Sky DX. That way, the only one from that trilogy I'm missing now is Aisha, or however you say her name. As I already owned the other one physically on the PS3, I believe. I think it was PS3. Let's see. While I look to figure out what it was I got, and I don't remember. Um, the what company is that even? It's No Gravity Games has been doing their Switch Miss giveaways, which means a free game every day. And I've been grabbing those, even though they're kind of, for the most part, goofy. um, I'm not sure if I'll play them. Let's put it that way. But go ahead and I grab them in case. Um, let's see. Try to get past all these ones I already had because I had so many. Could be that I'm just nuts and I didn't get another one. I just don't remember. Fairy tale, effects. So I got like a digital list of just scrolling through here. Story, Goblin Slayer, got that a while ago. It's obviously not gonna be the ones I've beat. I know that much. Like, I didn't beat it. Whatever it is. If I got another one, I could be nuts. I might have listed everything and just imaginating because it's hard to keep track of it all. It happens. Let me see. A sphere. Me. It's possible. I was just thinking about one of the ones that was free that got added to my list. Oh, I'm getting myself confused. It's kind of my talent. Let's see. I think all of these I already had in the past. Before now. They all look familiar, let's put it that way. Doesn't mean I'm right. Just because I remember seeing them, but I don't know. Let's see. And then there's those. There's what that is. No. No, that ain't new. That's not new. I've had. Definitely have had that one. There's Day Life. Wacky Wackoo. 13. Kiwami. Yeah, no. I'm just silly. I just thought there was something else, but that was it. Which, I mean, it was plenty anyways. Alrighty. Thank you for bearing with me while I look through that. So yeah, I got all those. I thought about getting more, but I was like, I feel like I spent enough, even though I've saved plenty because a lot of them were on sale, still are on sale. So yeah, that's it for the week. I got those games, and I got those games. And I played Pokemon, and I'm gonna play more Pokemon. Until next time, thank you so much for watching, and